Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well and you are preparing pretty well for the CSIR as well as your SET examination. So as NTA has released the CSIR new exam dates, so accordingly you have only 25 days. अगर फर्स्ट डे ही लाइफ साइंसेस का एग्ज़ाम पड़ता है तो एंड ऑब्वियसली फर्स्ट डे ही रहेगा, सो यू रफली हैव 24 to 25 डेज. सो डोंट वेस्ट योर टाइम. आपका प्रिपरेशन पहले से ही हो चुका है आई गेस, बिकॉज हमारा ये जो डेट था वो तो पोस्टपोन हो गया था, फिर न्यू डेट्स हमें मिली हैं. बट you are preparing for such a longer time, so use this time for revision and refining your concept, flow charts और previous year questions solve करते जाइए ताकि आपके practice होते जाए और आप सारे pointers आप learn करते जाएं. So this is the second part of whatever I have teach in the signaling pathway questions in part 1. So this is the continuation of that part only. So if you like my efforts, hit the like button and do like, share and subscribe my channel for more such videos. So this is the first question. In which type of signaling the cell that expresses messenger molecules also produces receptors? Autocrine, heterocrine, paracrine or endocrine? So this is an easy question. Autocrine, in the autocrine signaling, the cell expresses the messenger as well as the cell synthesizes the surface receptor also. And that surface receptor are able to respond to the messenger synthesized by the cell itself. So it is the autocrine signaling in which जो मॉलिक्यूल होता है मैसेंजर मॉलिक्यूल वो भी सिंथेसाइज होता है एंड साथ ही साथ सरफेस रिसेप्टर भी उसी सेल में होता है. सो दिस इज नोन एज द ऑटोक्राइन सिग्नलिंग. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. स्टेरॉइड्स आर डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम व्हाट? एस्ट्रोजन, कोलेस्ट्रॉल, प्रोटीन्स, कार्बोहाइड्रेट. सो बेसिकली स्टेरॉइड्स आर डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द कोलेस्ट्रॉल and the major role of steroids are to regulate the sexual differentiation, pregnancy, carbohydrate metabolism and also the excretion of sodium and potassium ions. Now question number 3. So all these questions are new question and these are not a repeated question. So whenever I will solve PYQ, I will let you know. On the cytoplasmic side of GPCR, the G protein binds to amino terminus, promoter region, second loop or third loop. So this is a factual question. अगर आपने डिटेल में पढ़ा है तो आपको आंसर पता होगा. इट इज़ द थर्ड लूप. So the G protein binds to the third intracellular loop, while the loops located outside the cell form the ligand binding active site. So you have to remember third loop is the loop in which G proteins bind. Now next question, which is about which of the following is a stimulus for rhodopsin. So I have already posted one shorts which is related to the degeneration of the retina and the disease is known as retinitis pigmentosa. So you can watch that shorts. 1 मिनट में ही आपका concept clear हो जाएगा. So rhodopsin is responsible for perceiving the light. So correct answer for this question is option A. So rhodopsin is a very stable G protein coupled receptor and it is responsible for perceiving the light signal. एंड रोडोप्सिन इज़ अ बायोलॉजिकल पिगमेंट इन द रेटिना. सो अगर रेटिना डिग्रेड हो जाएगा, डिजनरेट होगा, तो लाइट परसीव करने वाला रोडोप्सिन पिगमेंट भी डिजनरेट हो रहा है एंड इवेंचुअली ब्लाइंडनेस हो जाता है इस डिजीज़ में. इसी से मिलता जुलता एक और क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं. सो द क्वेश्चन इज रेटिनाइटिस पिगमेंटोसा इज एन इनहेरिटेड डिजीज disorder caused due to the mutation in the gene that encodes for G protein, arrestin, rhodopsin or G protein receptor kinase. So it is the rhodopsin. अभी just हमने पढ़ा. Watch the shorts. You will be able to work out in only a single minute. So retinitis pigmentosa is an inherited disorder in which the degeneration of the retina takes place and due to which rhodopsin pigment is degraded. Therefore, eventual blindness occurs in this disease and the correct answer for this question is rhodopsin. Retinitis pigmentosa में ultimately जो degrade होता है, degenerate होता है वो retina होता है and retina में ही हमारा biological pigment होता है rhodopsin, that is also destroyed and therefore eventual blindness occur in that patient. Now this is a PYQ which is an important PYQ related to the receptor tyrosine kinase. So the question is about receptor tyrosine kinase forms a large and important class of cell surface receptor whose ligands are soluble or membrane bound protein or peptide hormone. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Firstly, you have to point out the keyword that whether it is asked the correct statement or incorrect statement. So in the question it is asked about the इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट यानी फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट आपको पकड़ना है. सो द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑल RTKs दैट इज receptor tyrosine kinases are transmembrane protein with extracellular ligand binding site and a cytosolic domain. So this is the absolutely correct statement. Binding of a ligand cause most RTKs to dimerize. This is also true. Cytosolic tyrosine kinase phosphorylates a distinct set of tyrosine residue to the cytosolic domain of the dimer. This is the wrong statement. यानी यही इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर होगा. Why this is wrong? बिकॉज जो RTK है यानी कि जो रिसेप्टर टायरोसिन काइनेज है, इसके पास जो एक्टिविटी होती है वो इंट्रिंसिक टायरोसिन काइनेज एक्टिविटी होती है. सो नो साइटोसोलिक टायरोसिन काइनेज इज इन्वॉल्व इन द फॉस्फोराइलेशन ऑफ अ डिस्टिंक्ट सेट ऑफ टायरोसिन रेसिड्यू दैट इज मेंशन्ड इन द ऑप्शन सी. यानी इसीलिए ये ऑप्शन रॉन्ग है. नाउ फोर्थ ऑप्शन इज एडाप्टर प्रोटीन एंड एंजाइम्स इन्वॉल्व इन सिग्नलिंग पाथवे bind phosphotyrosine residue via to a polypeptide domain called SH2 domain, which is again a correct statement. So इस क्वेश्चन के आंसर से हमें 3 करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स मिले RTK से रिलेटेड एंड एक इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट मिला. जैसे कि वो क्यों फॉल्स है, वी हैव ऑल्सो वर्क आउट दैट. सो यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन every concept, every statement, every wrong statement as well as every true statement, that why is it true and why is it false. And in this way, PYQ will be helpful for all of you. The correct answer for this question was option number 3. Now next question, which is a matching question, and this is also a PYQ, which is about in animals 4 separate families of cell-to-cell adhesion protein listed in column A and their function characteristics are given in column B. So basically you have to match the cell adhesion protein of column A with its function mentioned in column B. So let's find out. So this integrins are the transmembrane cell adhesion protein that act as a extracellular matrix receptor. यानी जो ये इंटीग्रीन है इसका मैचिंग किसके साथ होगा, 4th के साथ होगा. यानी A को मैच कर देते हैं 4 के साथ. सो ऐसा ऑप्शन किस में दिख रहा है, A का 4, इसमें भी नहीं है, इसमें भी नहीं है, यानी कि ये तीनों एलिमिनेट हो गए एंड अल्टीमेटली आंसर निकल गया ऑप्शन 4. नाउ बी ऑप्शन देखते हैं, दैट इज कैडरीन. सो कैडरीन का करेक्ट ऑप्शन होगा इट मीडिएट्स कैल्शियम डिपेंडेंट स्ट्रॉन्ग होमोफिलिक सेल टू सेल एडेशन, यानी बी का 3rd होगा. नाउ IG सुपर फैमिली, इम्यूनोग्लोबुलिन सुपर फैमिली. सो ये जो IG सुपर फैमिली है उसका मैचिंग होगा इट कंटेन्स एक्स्ट्रासेल्युलर इम्यूनोग्लोबुलिन लाइक डोमेन एंड आर मेनली इन्वॉल्व इन द फाइन ट्यूनिंग ऑफ सेल टू सेल एडेसिव इंटरैक्शन ड्यूरिंग डेवलपमेंट एंड रीजनरेशन, यानी इसके साथ होगा. सिलेक्टिन का क्या, एंड ऑप्शन 4 जो है सिलेक्टिन का क्या होगा, दीज आर लेक्टिन्स दैट मीडिएट्स अ वेराइटी ऑफ ट्रांजिएंट सेल टू सेल एडेशन इंटरैक्शन इन दी ब्लड स्ट्रीम. यानी करेक्ट ऑप्शन इस क्वेश्चन का क्या होगा, ऑप्शन 4. सो इस टाइप के मैचिंग क्वेश्चंस भी आ सकते हैं रिलेटेड टू डिफरेंट सेल एडेशन प्रोटीन्स along with its function. Now next question, which is also a PYQ, which is important. So the question is the following statements are made with reference to characteristics of glycosaminoglycans and proteoglycans, which are major constituents of ECM, that is extracellular matrix. Which one of them is incorrect? So you have to find the incorrect statement. So question में statement किसके बारे में दिया है, ग्लाइकोजामिनोग्लाइकन के बारे में, GAG के बारे में एंड प्रोटियोग्लाइकेंस के बारे में. सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट है ग्लाइकोजामिनोग्लाइकेंस आर वेरी लॉन्ग पॉलीसेकेराइड चेन कंपोज्ड ऑफ रिपीटिंग डाइसेकेराइड यूनिट्स ऑफ अमीनो शुगर एंड अ यूरोनिक एसिड. दिस इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. एक्सेप्ट फॉर hyaluronic acid, all glycosaminoglycans are covalently attached to a protein as proteoglycans. This is also true. Glycoprotein contain less carbohydrate, usually in the form of relatively short branched oligosaccharide chain, whereas proteoglycan contain more carbohydrate in the form of long unbranched glycosaminoglycan chain. This is correct. Fourth statement है like O-linked and N-linked glycoprotein in proteoglycan, also glycosaminoglycan linked to serine or threonine and asparagine residue. This is the wrong statement and the correct option for this question. It means the correct option for this question is option number 4. Why this is wrong? The fourth statement is wrong because the glycosaminoglycans are not linked to serine or threonine and asparagine residues. That is why it is wrong and the correct answer for this question. Now one more question. This is not a PYQ. This is a new question. So the question is, abnormal elevation of cytosolic calcium can occur following stroke, conception, tumor, epilepsy. So the right answer for this question is stroke. So the calcium level, cytosolic calcium level is elevated after the stroke because the membrane of the cell, that is the plasma membrane and the endoplasmic reticulum, are highly impermeable to calcium. So abnormal elevated level of cytosolic calcium exists following a stroke leading to the massive cell death. So one more question. So the question is, when epinephrine binds to the G protein linked receptor, dash is producing dash. So you have to mention that whenever epinephrine binds to the G protein linked receptor, what is activated? So basically it is the adenyl cyclase which is activated, and when the adenyl cyclase is activated, cyclic AMP is produced. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Adenyl cyclase AC is activated, producing the cyclic AMP. So now next question that can be asked is, what does cyclic AMP dependent protein kinase will do? So basically question में ये पूछा गया है कि cyclic AMP dependent protein kinase का रोल क्या होता है. So the basic role of the protein kinase dependent on the cyclic AMP is to phosphorylate, यानी phosphate group को attach करता है किस पे? Specifically threonine and serine residue in the signaling pathway in response to the GPCR activation. GPCR के एक्टिवेट होने के बाद स्पेसिफिकली थ्रियोनिन एंड सीरीन पे फॉस्फोराइलेट करता है प्रोटीन काइनेज. सो ये भी पूछा जा सकता है, आपको याद रखना है थ्रियोनिन एंड सेरीन. So now one more important question that can be asked in the CSIR and SET is, what enzyme does cyclic AMP dependent protein kinase works on? So the answers are phosphorylase kinase, and the second enzyme is pyruvate kinase, and the third one is glycogen synthase. So these are the three enzymes, that is PK, phosphorylase kinase, pyruvate kinase and glycogen synthase are the enzyme on which the cyclic AMP dependent protein kinase works on. So this can be definitely asked. आपको 3 enzymes के नाम याद रखने हैं. So one more question can be definitely asked from the signaling portion. The question is, what secondary messengers does phospholipase C form from the cleavage of PIP2? So this PIP2 is the phosphatidyl inositol 4,5 bisphosphate, which is an essential lipid involved in the metabolic processes. So when this PIP2 is cleaved by the phospholipase C, it will yield the DAG, that is diacylglycerol, and IP3, that is inositol triphosphate. Basically inositol 1,4,5 triphosphate and 1,2-diacylglycerol. So these are the 2 secondary messengers produced when phospholipase C cleaves the PIP2. And इसका opposite भी पूछा जा सकता है, that it can be asked that what enzyme cleaves the membrane PIP2 to form the secondary messengers like DAG, diacylglycerol and inositol triphosphate. यानी यहाँ पे नाम दे दिया है एंजाइम का और सेकेंडरी मैसेंजर पूछा है. लाइकवाइज यहाँ पे सेकेंडरी मैसेंजर्स मेंशन कर देगा एंड एंजाइम पूछा जाएगा. सो इट इज़ द phospholipase C. PLC is the enzyme which is responsible for the splitting or the cleavage of PIP2 into DAG and IP3. So this is all for today. Do watch the video till the end, and also I am starting a new course. For that I will upload the video tomorrow, and do watch the video, and also do check the community post as well as shorts of the channel because it will help you a lot. It has so many important concepts that can be asked in your exam, and thank you so much for watching.